What is up, everybody? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is, back with a brand new video. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Help support the channel. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Working my way up that ladder, trying to get my watch hours back up. Also trying to work my way up that ladder, trying to get to 2,000 YouTube subscribers. So please hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here or returning. So this has been an interesting topic to talk about. I've seen Supergirl reshoots underway, and it sounds like they involve Superman. A lot of people have been talking about this, man. And I was watching a little bit of somebody's video. Can't think of the name. If I remember it, I'll post it. But anyway, he's basically just going in talking about how some people were going in on Supergirl going through a couple weeks of reshoots. And it's not like movies have never went through reshoots before. This is only a couple weeks. This is not really that big of a catastrophe. It's not like it's going through months of reshoots. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this article and see exactly what the details are on the reshoots. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. So the DC universe is continuing to take shape under James Gunn. And the latest report suggests that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, even though I think it's just Supergirl, I don't think it has Woman of Tomorrow in the title anymore, is getting a little extra Superman action. According to new insider details, the upcoming film starring Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El has entered a new round of reshoots, and they reportedly feature David Corenswet Superman. Industry insiders Daniel Richmond revealed that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is currently filming 2 weeks of additional scenes involving the Man of Steel, potentially expanding the on-screen connection between Kara Zor-El and Clark Kent in the DCU. The film originally wrapped principal photography back in May, with cameras rolling again this week for the new material. Fans recently noticed that the Superman costume on display at the Warner Bros. Studios tour had been removed. A sign left in its place read Superman costume currently being used by production. While some believed this pointed to Man of Tomorrow, that project is still early in development. The more likely explanation is that the suit is being used for Supergirl. A report from The Hollywood Reporter also confirmed that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow recently held a private screening in Burbank for studio executives and Gunn's DC team, hinting that the creative team is tightening up the film before its release. Makes sense. Millie Alcock stars as Kara Zor-El, marking her first full debut following a brief appearance in Superman. She's joined by Eve Ridley as Ruth Mary Knoll, Mathis, excuse me for butchering this last name, Skrinardis as Krim of the Yellow Hills, David Krumlin as Zor-El, Emily Beckham as Allura, and Jason Momoa as Lowell. Writer Anna Nagruya has a tease that her version of Supergirl will stand apart from other portrayals, saying it's rougher and grittier and edgier and funnier. She's added that this take will explore Kara's deep trauma after witnessing Krypton's destruction. Guns previously explained the difference between his two Kryptonian leads. In our series, we see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he was an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock and watched everyone die around her. I'm looking forward to seeing how this movie turns out. Warner Bros. Is set to release Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow on June 26, 2026. So yeah, man, I'm not going to make a big deal about a couple weeks of reshoots, man. It's like every time a movie goes to reshoots, everybody jumps and think it's the end of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, this movie's going through reshoots. Oh my God, what are they gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's going through reshoots. It's not that big of a deal, man. It's not like there's not being not known, but non-superhero films that have gone through reshoots. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's out there. This is just a couple weeks, man. It's not like they're reshooting the whole dang movie or having somebody else come in and step in the director's chair. So this ain't that big of a deal, man. A lot of people always want to make a huge mountain out of an anthill, and it's not that big of a deal. So anyway, man, let me know your thoughts on this. As far as the man Superman to the movie, I think maybe it could be interesting. I hope that her stuff is a little more, actually, not a little, a lot more serious than what we got in Superman. Obviously, with everything that she's been through. I know it's her, as far as her arriving on Earth in the cartoons, she was already like, grown or a teenager or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And then I believe that Superman's Paul and Mama Kent kind of took her in and went from there. So it'll be interesting to see how they do this in this live action movie. But I do want to know y'all thoughts. Post them down below. I appreciate every last single one of y'all, man. Catch you on my next video. Thank you all for watching. Peace. We out.